Now it is time for ED, the Extortion Directorate. Yeah, so this case, guys, fun case, amazing case, Extortion Directorate. Mumbai police finds over 200 ED case documents in possession of gang involved in extortion. Crime branch, which suspects that the gang has extorted over 100 crore from city businessmen and builder, thinks the file recovered from the arrested men may have been used in collusion with unknown individual from enforcement directorate. So, Mumbai Crime Unit is delving deeper into a 164 crore extortion case, resulting in the arrest of 6 individuals. An identified enforcement directorate person has been booked by the crime branch. Sources have disclosed that during the course of investigation, officials have uncovered 200 files, and case papers being examined by the ED. Crime branch now suspects that the gang may have extorted 100 crore from various businessmen and builders under investigation by the ED. However, crime branch has found no evidence to confirm that the accused have already extorted large sums from those from whose files and case papers were recovered from them. Okay. During the last week, the suspect that Bhagat is the key figure in the syndicate and allegedly had connections with several bureaucrats and politicians. Ooh, big names, big names, big names. Who? Tell us. Can you tell us? Nobody tells us anything. It's so sad. Like, tell us no. What is this yaar? What is this yaar, crime branch? Using these contacts to allegedly settle matters, however, crime branch has not directly named any ED officer or other bureaucrats in this case. See, crime branch keeping all the juicy details to itself. What is this? The case was registered by crime branch based on complaints from a top builder who alleged that a financial dispute over development project in DN Nagar area. Builder's rival filed a case against him with EOW Mumbai. Soon after, Builder started receiving calls from unknown individuals warning him about ED's involvement. Fearing potential ED action, important, the builder agreed to meet these unknown callers along with a friend. During this meeting, the builder was threatened to pay 164 crore to his rival builder or face ED action. The unknown individual who represented the ED man during the meeting is also under investigation. Man. महादेव ऐप केस भी था उसके पास. Wow. It just goes everywhere. The FIR in this case names more than 30 accused, including directors of the Dabur Group. What? Additionally, details of this is good. This is very fascinating. Okay, like this story gives you nothing. Like there are so many interesting things happening here. It's crazy. Details of another case linked to the Dabur Group being investigated by EW Mumbai were also found in possession of the accused. Furthermore, details of prominent builder against whom a case was registered were also found. Man, so basically, here's what is happening here in short. In short, right? So you know how ED is like. How can I describe the ED now? They're basically a legal weapon, right, for the government. They're essentially, so think about it. The enforcement directorate, their job is to figure out where money laundering is happening. Okay, their singular job is to basically see if proceeds of crime is a term you need to know. So what that means is that if you have acquired money in, let's say, cash or whatever by illegal means, and you are trying to use that black money, not use, but turn that black money into white, right? You're saving tax on that black money. That is the whole reason. So you are turning it into white through different ways, like round tripping, many ways, or like, you know, saying that, oh, you run this shop in this place, and then showing fake bills and then converting that black money into white money and then putting it into bank, whatever, many reasons, right? Ask your CA, he will help you. So that whole process, which is, this money is proceeds of the crime, right, which is black money. Then the process is the actual money laundering, and the white money that comes out of it is also, you know, like evidence, right? So they have to establish this whole process, which is, you want black money, put it into washing machine, took out white money, right? So they act under this law called the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. And I will show you some details about their numbers also. But that's their job, right? To find out this whole process and then punish people who are doing it. Enforcement Directorate. But now what is happening is that the ED law, the PMLA has been expanded massively, and it also includes things like cheating, a bunch of other small offenses which were supposed to be under the IPC, now Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. And it has given a lot of power to ED officials to conduct these ton of raids that you are seeing everywhere. So ED is deployed massively on political opponents. You see that, right? Like we spoke 2 days ago about Hemant Soren. Similar thing. Arvind Kejriwal has been getting notices after notices. Our friend Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh, all these people, ED, yeah. There are other people who are being harassed. There is a case in Kerala going on which is related to the chief minister, a bunch of places, all opposition states. The other thing that happens is that if you use the ED, if you are threatening your opposition, either they turn and join the BJP or they refuse. If you refuse, you basically go to jail now. Easy. If you join the BJP, then ED is like, what happened? Nothing happened. Everything was good. It's okay. No money laundering, nothing. So this is the process that is being followed. But the implications of that is that it is spreading intense amount of fear in the opposition. Because think about it, like I'll show you that as well. Atishi did a press conference. So Atishi did a press conference, BJP using ED to destroy Kejriwal app. Day later, Atishi says agency mum on the case that led to raids. So she announced yesterday that she's going to do a big khulasa, a big expose of the ED in a press conference at 10 o'clock today, right? She basically did this press conference. But before that, the ED started raiding Aam Aadmi Party people left, right, center. She claimed in the press conference that they have been calling random people and asking what is this big expose that Atishi is going to do. Again, she claims, right? They have basically just raided like left, right, center, Arvind Kejriwal's PA, treasurer's PA, just raids, right? They have been doing this, right? So it is being used as a legal weapon against opposition. It is not a secret anymore. It is just right there, right? So it spreads fear in the opposition, because think about it. If your main leader goes away before an important election, a leader your entire party is banking on, it is a disaster for the party, right? It is basically like extremely disastrous for a party, because of course the party chief handles a bunch of things. Suddenly the person is gone, and then just like, what are you supposed to do now? Like what Soren did with JMM was that he made sure that there is someone who he thinks is competent who replaces him before he leaves, because that also saved his own party from disintegrating. I'm pretty sure right now Arvind Kejriwal must be also thinking of who to hand over the party reins in case he's arrested. And it is crazy that he has to think this way. He's a chief minister, elected chief minister. But now I think all politicians are thinking this way. We are in an undeclared emergency. So it spreads fear. The second thing that happens when ED is given so much power is this shit, which is our bureaucrats take advantage. Simple. If you create a atmosphere of fear, you are not the only person who is using the fear politically. The bureaucracy is using that fear to get money and extort people. So these businessmen and builders who essentially the ED maybe like should be investigating or whatever, they found like proceeds of, I don't know, some cash lying around here and there. This is black money, whatever. So the officers are like, this is easy. The government wants us to sort of find out these people. So we are doing it. We have a new law which we can use. And then they can crack deals like these. Yeah. He had 200 case documents. 200. Think about it. even if you say, for example, this is how it usually happens, and I know this because I have done CA articleship, and during that articleship, 2 of our clients got raided. Okay, do you want to hear the raid stories? Say hi. But what happens is that these officers then get a reason to sort of spread that fear in a way that it advantages them, right? Oh, a lot of people want it. Hi, lots of highs, lots of highs. I hear you, I hear you. So yeah, so I'll unnamed people, unnamed place, unnamed everything. Okay, Nagpur. So we had this big client. Okay, we had a big factory somewhere, big factory, big, like major person. Um, so they got raided. So we were doing their accounts, we were doing their audits and all the things, right? They got raided one day by income tax officer. So he called boss, and boss was like, raid ho gaya, whatever. And boss was like, but I know. The guy called me before. He knows I'm the CA. So he called me before. He said, sir, tomorrow raid going to happen. Okay. Let us figure out what we do. Okay. And then he's like, I know. The boss was like, I know, because I've already like sort of had like backroom talks with them, how much money they're getting, how much money they will discover also. I've told them, I've given them an estimate. They said 20%, right? So of all the proceeds of crime that they basically have declared, 20% taken by income tax officials for fun samosa parties across the board, right? This is a story from 2007, okay, 7, 8, right? Abhi nothing happens like this. I'm just saying, nothing happens like this now, okay? Nothing. We are in Amritkal. So 20% goes to income tax department. Income tax department super happy. Everybody looked forward to these raids. They would call the CAs. They would be like, huh, raid, you know how this works. CAs, they, yeah, 20%, 15%, 30, okay, 20% settle karte, 20. Okay, yes sir, 20 done. That's straight up like lakhs of rupees goes to them. Back then it was a big deal. Lakhs of rupees was a big deal, okay? Don't make fun of me. Abhi crores, abhi nahi hota hai, as I said. Nothing happens like this now. So here's the thing: when officers are not exactly they're not like angelic beings who have descended from heaven and they do no wrong or whatever. It's please, they come from the same society, and our society has this tendency of being greedy. If you have not noticed this yet, but bureaucrats are also greedy. So yeah, so then they distribute it in the departments, and yeah, fun. The businessman is happy. ITs officials are happy. Then they keep like postponing the case or whatever, and it no penalty happens, nothing happens. It goes into cold storage, and CA is happy. CA also gets a cut sometimes. When the raids happens, it's like 20%. You give me 2% to me. 2%. I did accounting, no, 2%. And income tax is like 18% to us, 2% to you. Oh yeah. So this is pretty much, maybe, allegedly, what might be happening here, right? They have been approaching businessmen who ED has files on, and essentially telling them, sir, raid is going to happen. Raid will happen soon. And it's like, oh no, what do I do to stop the raid? It's like, sir, 100 crore. Please, sir, 10 crore, 100 crore, what? Look at your property. Look at your giant property. Look at you, builder person. Oh, new building coming up, no? How much? 2000 crore? 10 crore, sir, we need na. Humko bhi ghar chalana hai. Yeah, pretty much that is what is happening with our ED. In a raid, I saw 51 crore undeclared assets resolved in 14 crore, 17 crore. Ayodhya 2012. Kumar, all CA people, all CA students will have this story. Okay, I'm probably the only one who is telling you this, but ask anyone, they will tell you. The only thing they're extorting is nap time from all those board accountants. You just got a BJP ad. I already said I'm getting some electoral bond money now from via BJP. Very, very good. No, there is another thing I wanted to show you. So this is from the ED website. Okay, it's there. Okay, so I can share it in chat also if you want. You can just take a look at this whenever. Just keep this handy. Very, very good document to have handy. Look at this. So the number of ECIR. So these are enforcement something IR. It is like equivalent to the FIR basically, which the ED can file. 906 were filed. This is up to January last year. Okay, January last year, 2023. Search warrants issued. Forget all these numbers. Number of persons arrested 513. Number of prosecution complaints filed 1142. Number of cases in which trial completed 25. Number of trial cases resulted in conviction 24. Number of accused convicted 45. So arrested 513, convicted 45. Prosecution complaints filed 1142, 25. Trial completed is 25, by the way. Number of trial cases resulted in acquittal 1. And the bizarre thing is percentage of conviction 96% apparently. What is this calculation they have done? I'm still trying to figure it out. If you are a genius nerd person, this is you can basically tell us. One more thing that was there. These are the like amounts. Provisional attachment orders 1900. Crore amount attached in the case in crore is 1,15,000 crore. So when you're talking about 1,15,000 crores worth of assets that are basically under the ED scanner. So look at the amount of iska percentage nikalo, sir, ma'am, sab kuch. 1% will be so much only. I still don't understand how they came up with this, but that is how it is. Like, so their success rate is not great. It's not great. It is a harassment tool. Another thing that I wanted to sort of point out. So Atishi, the explosive sort of khulasa that she did was that okay, let me collect my thoughts. Yeah, so she said again the same thing that I told you, which is you need 3 things. One is proceeds of crime, which is the actual money. The second is the actual act of doing it. You need evidence for the whitewashing that you did. And the third thing you need is corroborating evidence, which is statements, etc., from people who were involved in this money laundering business. Okay, 3 things. So she claims that for 2+ years since Aam Aadmi Party started getting notices, questions ke liye, people getting arrested, Manish, Satyendra Jain, and all the people, Sanjay Singh, she said that A, they have not found any money. There is no proceeds of crime. B, they have not found any evidence of actual manipulation or etc. whitewashing that they have done. Again, she claims. Third thing, which is the statements, is what the expose was about. She said that ED has been bringing in people to be questioned constantly. She has been ED has been asking them to come in, asking them random questions, etc. She said that some of them were slapped around, made to say certain things, made to name Aam Aadmi Party people, made to give like random accusations. And there were cases where the statement that has come out, the written statement which is being given to court, is completely different from what actually happened in the inquiry. Now, there is a court case that happened in 2012 which requires that any sort of investigative agency that is doing that is trying to get statement from a witness or doing inquiries, it has to be recorded on video and audio on CCTV. So one of the accused who was questioned was slapped around and made to give a statement. They noticed that the statement is extremely different from what was said. They asked for the video and audio recording of that questioning, right? ED gave them a recording, but without the audio. So she claims that they deleted the audio and just gave the visual so that you don't know what really happened. She also said that this has happened in multiple cases, and she's saying they are basically filing applications in courts saying that we want video and audio for all the accused inquiries, etc., that were done, and we want all of that. And it is the right of the accused to ask for it, and you should give it to us. Her thing is that if they are not able to give it to us because some sources told them that everything has been deleted. So if that be the case, that's a giant thing. It will be insane if that is the case. It would, again, Prashmi, that's what it warrants an investigation. ED has to basically respond now, genuinely. I mean, it's a big accusation. If this is an accusation, the expose that they're raiding Aam Aadmi Party for constantly, clearly they were worried about something. ED, ऐसे random raids maar diye, just shows their panic, I would say. Yeah, this is a big accusation. It's a big khulasa, quote unquote. And yeah, the ED needs to answer some massive questions because of this ED extortion story, because of what Atishi has said. And another thing that happened in Tamil Nadu, which is there is a guy called Ankit Tiwari, an ED official, was arrested caught red-handed accepting a 20 lakh in bribe from a government employee. And wahan pe bhi ED official, he's an ED official, okay? Tiwari contacted a government employee stating that the instructions had been received from Prime Minister's office to conduct an inquiry into a case against him that was already disposed of. When the government employee reached the ED office in Madurai, Tiwari asked him to pay 3 crore, remember what I told you, to avoid legal action in case. Later, it was reduced to 51 lakh. Again, 3 crore. Sir, I can give you 20 lakh. 2 crore? 2 crore. Sir, maximum 25. Acha, aapka bhi nahi, mera bhi nahi. You give me like 51 lakh. But you know, whatever. But he actually paid 20 lakh. And then employee became suspicious and filed a complaint against ED official. Maybe he was paying in installments, guys. Please. Don't accuse ED of wrong things. पूरा वसूली करेंगे. The employee then became suspicious and filed a complaint against ED officer. According to sources, investigation into the case showed that more officers from Madurai and Chennai were involved in this case. And the Tamil Nadu government is going after them. The Tamil Nadu government has registered a case against the ED. ED officials on charges of preventing Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption officers from discharging their duties connected with this bribery case. So the DVAC of the Tamil Nadu state started investigating this case, and ED tried to intervene and prevent them from doing it. So now they have filed a case against ED officials. It has gone that far. It has gone that far now. It's crazy. Again, see? This is similar. Bribery, extortion. Now we have 2 cases, 2 big cases. And that whole thing that Atishi said about making disappearing evidence allegedly, another big thing. ED friends, ED. It's all black money. See, again, Manu, if these people were actually doing their jobs, ED was actually doing their jobs without looking at political reasons or without looking at whatever reasons, or not extorting people allegedly like they are doing. It would be a very effective body. Yeah. I mean, corruption needs to be rooted out. There is no denying it. But this won't help. It is just creating more black money, isn't it? If you're extorting money from business people, and this 20 lakh cash is coming in, whatever, the ED officials will have the black money then. That's black money. They will have to turn it into white. They will have to launder it. So the ED officials who are extorting is basically, that would be proceeds of crime with them. Then they would have to turn it white somehow. Law enforcement agencies fighting against law enforcement agencies. Fun times. Exactly. I lost my 100 rupees note. Can ED raid my home and find it? I don't mind if they keep 20 rupees. I love that. Shayan. That's amazing. I love that. Oh, much needed humors. Reminds me, we need true Hinduism uninfluenced by Mughal British. ये यार big picture यार निकलो यार religion से निकलो बाहर. Sir, what is this? Look at what is happening with the ED. Sir, please sir. It's okay. Just निकलो. Mughal, British. I I just told you like 3 giant stories about how there is an extortion racket going on, man. What is wrong with you? Like, do you not do you not process? Sometimes I wonder, right, guys? Which is, I'm covering a story, right? Literally covering this story for the last what, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Then suddenly I read a comment like this, and I was like, wasn't this person listening? Then I think maybe this person came later and they just came to say this. So it doesn't matter what I'm talking about, doesn't matter what the chat here is talking about. This person will just come in. It's like, we need true Hinduism, influenced by Mughals and British invaders, Hinduism, sacrifices, temples, sati. What is this, man? कुछ भी चल रहा है मतलब. How does your brain work, sir? Also, no तमीज only. Like, इतना intense story की बात कर रहे थे. Shayan cracked such a great joke. सही में. Meltdown. Was that a meltdown? Does that sound like a meltdown? Amazing. Appropriate things to have meltdown over. Please note, someone. This is an appropriate thing to have meltdown over. Talking about serious stories, laying everything down, entertaining at the same time, etc. And then someone comes like, "अरे मुगल के टाइम पे जो मंदिर बने थे उसका क्या?" Lost it. Honestly, hecklers are funny as hell because of how stupid they are. Yeah, I love getting content.